Hey everybody, Earth Angel here. I forgot my handy dandy little unicorn phone holder as I just passed a cop. So I'm gonna have to hold the phone and drive and watch where that cop turns to make sure it doesn't go behind me. I'm gonna make a quick little video today. I didn't really make one yesterday. I know I put the one up about the rain, but that was before church. Before I went to church, excuse me, because I felt compelled to do that message. And if there was audio on it, I tried to put the audio off of it because my dad sneezing in at one point, I know, scared the bejesus out of me. And my dog, he kept coming over and nudging me when I'm trying to record it. And I think I was saying something about pushing him away or whatever, like telling him I'll give him lovin's in a minute. So I didn't watch it. I just uploaded it. So if there is volume on it, I hope it tickles your fancy. And my dad sneeze doesn't scare you guys. All right, I'm gonna put my little cruise control on. I'm just gonna put my seatbelt on in case that cop did pull up. I couldn't tell where that sheriff went. They all know me down here anyway. It's a little ass town. I ain't no problems. I mean, most are doing by watching me in these drones. Like, seriously, a side note, this is not what I was gonna talk about. Okay, so the drones are always out watching me. Well, since I give my full faith to God, I no longer drive around all night until daybreak and then find some time to sleep. We don't do that anymore, no, because we give full faith to God and I have divine protection. Since I give everybody my forgiveness, I have no more rage and anger in my heart. So, but like literally, like I'll go outside and have a cigarette at my dad's and like I'll look up and I'll be like, are you serious? And then you see the flash and I'm taking pictures. Like, what are y'all really taking pictures of? A, me smoking a cigarette? Ooh. B, me praying, holding 2 rosaries and a Bible? Ooh. C, me dancing in my car? Ooh. I am just so doing illegal shit. Know what I mean? We got a little purple dirt, but they're going to pass me soon. Actually, we'll make them. We'll just get off the cruise control. Get them past me. Love you. Loving blessings. Anyway, I have things to talk about. And, I am definitely in 2 lanes, so. All right, so maybe I should sit up like this and still pay attention because it is raining out. This is definitely not fake rain. It doesn't have that smell or nothing. It's really got rain. So I need to talk about something that, has been happening to me, and I didn't tell anybody about it, and it wasn't until a certain movie that I started watching last night, then I fell asleep, and I continued watching it when I got up. For some reason, God woke me up at 4:30 this morning, whatever, I stayed up, and I finished watching the movie. Now, all right. So now, I don't know how to start it. I'll start it with the movie. The movie is called Fatima. It's a religious movie, and if anybody hasn't watched it, it's on Netflix, and it's based in Portugal, and it's back from 2000, not 2000. Hold on, I gotta look at my notes. I think it's 18 or 1917 it was in. Yes, it was 1917, and it's in Portugal, and it's based on a true story, and it's when 3 young children, the Virgin Mary appeared to them, and people, they, only they could see her, and only the girls, it was 2 girls and a boy, only the girls could hear her, and according to what, the Virgin Mary had said, the little boy couldn't hear her. He could see her, but he couldn't hear her. He could see her lips move because she wasn't praying enough, or he wasn't praying enough. Okay, so there was a war going on and whatnot, and, so basically, I really enjoy, I really like watching religious movies now, and that is not a cop, I don't care who it is then. So yeah, I was watching that, and then, like, I just feel, I don't know, I was really feeling very connected to that movie, and I just feel that, like, God wanted me to pick that movie in particular, because it wasn't until the end. So, even the parents of these children didn't believe in it, because even people that say they're believers, they're clearly not full believers, because if they're true believers, when they see me dancing and worshiping in my car, and you know what I'm saying, they would be like, yeah, and they see me holding up my Bible and my cross, and I'm just like full of the Holy Spirit and love and all that, they would not, well, God shoos them away, because our God is a jealous God, and I'm not dancing for none of these people on these road warriors and none of these drones in the sky. All right, I'm dancing for my Lord. And because he's a jealous God, he's like, nah, man, you little world warrior, you evil beings, fall back, This dancing is solely for me. This worshiping, what my child is doing, she's dancing and worshiping for me. So, there's that. But, so at the end of the movie, well, in the movie, everybody's begging, you know, people did start to believe them. But at the end of the movie, you know, they did ask for a, that's a cop, but he's out of his jurisdiction, I'm not speeding. People were like, well, if that's the Virgin Mary, tell us to give us a sign, give us a miracle. You know, and the children, when she appeared once a month in this particular place, she told them to go to, and to pray on the rosary, a specific prayer, for the conversion of the sins of all, that, you know, she said that in time, you know, she will, I think it was like in October of that year of 1917, how you like my back mist, buddy? So she was going to perform the miracle. So in the last vision that she appeared to these girls, there were over 70,000 believers and non-believers that came to this place with these young children, and they could always tell because when the Virgin Mary popped up in the video, or to them, the children would drop to their knees, bow their heads, and give their respects, and they'd see them talking. They just didn't see anything they didn't see who they were talking to. So, so then she was like, you know, Mary was speaking to them, and then at the end, they had she performed the miracle, or God did, and the miracle was, it was stormy, rainy out, way worse than it is out here now, right now. Like, it was torrentially downpouring, really bad storm, like flooded type lands and everything. And when the Virgin Mary appeared, the rains had ceased. Well, when the Virgin Mary disappeared and said, now I will show everybody, what she did was, she went up into the sun, and everybody turned around, and the sun started, and this is based on a true story, this really happened, I did my research on it. So the sun started spinning and spinning and spinning, and it started shooting out illuminating colors, and then everybody started, like, all their soaked to the core clothes were dried completely, and they were also completely clean, as if like they were like done at a dry cleaner or whatnot. So the sun is spinning, and then everybody's like, oh my God, this is like, there's our sign. But then it starts spinning and shooting out all these beautiful, beautiful colors, and it starts moving towards the earth. And this really happened. And believe it or not. So then everybody starts getting scared. They're like, oh my God, the sun is falling out of the sky. This isn't a miracle. This is, God knows what this is. So they start running, and the sun only goes so far. It drops so far, and then it retreats back up into the sky. This really happened. It's called the Miracle of the Sun. Look it up. October 13th, I believe it is. October 13th or October 17th in 1917. No, October 13th, 1917. I can't look at my notes because I got real warriors around me. Anyway, so, okay. Now, when that happened, and then I started, after the movie, and then the movie ended, and I was like, oh my God, I'm intrigued. I want to know more. So I went and I started doing research on it, on the Miracle of the Sun in Portugal on October 13th, 1917. And it described exactly, I mean, I watched what I saw in the movie, but, I mean, the movie is the movie. And, you know, they didn't witness, the people that made the movie in 2020 didn't witness what exactly had happened. So they're doing it from, you know, what the kids were saying and what was recorded back from 104 years ago. Okay, this gives me chills. Okay, so I have this thing where when my enlightenment began, hold on, I gotta, we're gonna let them scurry. I'm gonna pull complete stop. Toodles. Okay, so when the beginning of June is when I started, my awakening started happening before I even realized it. And I had already started praying. I still had my anger. I still had, like, was cussing out people and all of that. Oh, there's an officer. How you doing, sir? He doesn't see the phone in my hand. He just saw me stop completely. Oh, he's going to pull me over. Oh, he's going to follow me. So, anywho, he's going to try to follow me. If he pulls me over, I will have police harassment on record because I will drop this phone and let it stay recording. Because I did nothing wrong. There was somebody that was tailgating me, and I stopped to a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit and a 55. But I have my seatbelt on. I will just put my arm around it so you can see. I have witnesses. You guys are witnessing. I'm recording. So, and I don't really see the way that I have my phone is that he's going to, whatever. He's not going to do anything. They're just going to be stupid. Anyway, so much for being in the Bible Belt. I'm telling you. And anyway, he didn't even come all the way up at me. So back to what I was saying. So with that being said, the beginning of June, I had went up into the Virginia in the end of May. And that's when I met that individual that is no longer in my life, because he served his purpose. And he's part of the evil schemes that backfired. So with that being said, I remember I was in the hotel room and I was praying, and I was looking up at the sun, because like I said, there's correlation with God and the sun. And obviously, since the miracle of the sun in Portugal, so I'm staring up. So I'm, I have my eyes down or whatever, my head down. And after my prayers, oh, there you go, little buddy. You want to try to stop me? Okay, we'll just get over for him. I love you. I send prayers and blessings to you, and no ill intentions whatsoever. I just pray that you become a good individual and follow righteously in the path of the Lord. So back to the lane I was in. And I got to stop anyway at the next spot for my dad, so I'll be parking. And after I said my blessings to him, I looked and my phone said 11:11. Okay, another example. God is good. He was very happy with what I just did. So yeah, I was saying my prayers that day. It was literally, it had to been between the 1st and the 3rd of June. I remember vividly. And it's the first time I did it, and it's the first time it happened, and every time since. And, sorry, birds flying by in the rain, 3 birds, 4 birds, God, So, after my prayers, I just had the overwhelming urge just to stare into the sun without sunglasses on, just look in the sun. So I did. And, I did have the screen, so the screen, I think, served as like a layer of, I don't know what, but I was able to stare into the sun. And on everything that is holy, on everything that I love and care about, I was staring in the sun. And within moments, the sun, it started spinning, okay? It started spinning. And as it's spinning, I'm seeing purples and reds and oranges and greens. And then, I'm seeing, colors shooting out from it. I see flames shoot out from it, and I'm staring, and I can't stop staring. And it's okay? And this is really genuinely, truly happening to me. Hold on, I gotta make a turn in this rain. So I'm staring, and this sun is spinning. And I'm just I'm mesmerized. I'm staring. I cannot stop staring at it. And it's spinning. And there goes another cop. Oh. And then all of a sudden, it's hold on, I'm going to have to pull over here so I can finish my video, and then I can go into the story. All right, everybody knows where I'm going now. And then, okay, so I'm going to park myself right here for a moment, finish my video, not care who's watching, just make sure I'm legally in the spot. Okay, so I'm watching, and it's spinning. And this is truly happening. Spinning. I'm watching, I'm just staring at it oh my God, this is really happening. Why am I staring at it and not getting blinded? And why am I watching the sun spin? And all of a sudden, it's still spinning, but it's just now a purple spin, like a swirl. But it starts to get a little bit bigger. And then I see images of a war inside of the sun. I swear, Lord, God knows I'm telling the truth. And I'm looking, and and I'm telling this dude, I'm like, I can't stop staring at the sun. I was I don't know what's going on, but he's like, well, what do you see? And I'm like, it looks like a war is happening. And the war, it was the figures were all dark purple and red, dark red. And I'm literally watching it a war going. I don't know what war this is, and now I do. It's the holy war. But I'm watching it, and I'm just staring. I was staring at the sun for a good 5 to 7 minutes. And I'm just oh my God. What in the hell is excuse me, Lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me for that. What in the heck is really going on? Staring. And I'm watching. I'm literally watching. It's just, I can see the two halves of the sun. I'm seeing it. It's swords. It's people falling down. It's people going at each other. It's literally war while it's spinning, and it still got bigger. And then, I had to look away, because I was just but when I looked away, I had been staring at it for 5 to 7 minutes, I could see. Okay? Now, what happens when you stare into a freaking light bulb? You can't even, you see dots. You see purple and yellow and whatever dots, and you can't see because you got these dots all up in your vision. Okay? Well, if I'm staring into, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. I'm just really like, I'm staring into the sun for 5 to 7 minutes with no sunglasses on, nothing but like a screen for being any type of eye protection to lessen the brightness of the sun. And I'm staring at it. I'm seeing these things happening to the sun. And then I look away and I can see just fine. Okay? So I didn't understand that. I just knew that something like really, really miraculous was going on. I just didn't understand it. And I was like, no way, dude. So now that happened, like I said, that was the beginning of my awakening. Before I started my grounding and then my enlightenment began. Now I did this. I looked at the sun while I was up there in Virginia. I don't know. Every single time I did it and staring in the sun, like driving and everything, it was the same exact thing. Except there was one time it was spinning. I didn't see a war. And then I saw an eye. I'm going to say that was the eye of the Lord. Straight up. I saw an eye looking at me. And the eye was, and how I say, the reason why I'm saying for sure it was an eye is because the dark purple, the colors that were coming from it spinning made like the shape of the eye and the pupil. You know, the eyelids and the pupil. And I'm just like, and I'm driving at this time, okay? And I'm at a stoplight and I'm staring up and I'm like, oh my God. It's like, I didn't know and I didn't understand. So I'm driving and then then the light turns green and I look and I can see still. Like, I don't have those dots covering my vision. I'm still able to see. All right, I can look into the sun. Sometimes it's really, really bright, but if I cover my left eye, for some reason, I'm able to see through my right eye and not like, I can a little bit, might have to squint a little bit, but I can still see that sun spinning every time I look into the sun. Now we're going to fast forward to this morning and what I had just said in the beginning of this about the movie Fatima and the miracle of the sun. How would I know that was going to happen? How would I be able to say exactly what happened to me when I look into the sun? And the first time I ever looked into the sun was going to be a miracle that was done in Portugal in 1917. I'm not going to know that. And I was like, I looked up and like, I literally was like, I'm crying. Like, I have never cried so many tears of joy in my entire life that I have the past couple weeks with God. Like, this man, this being, our holy heavenly Father, our creator, the source of life, the Alpha, the Omega, the everything, he has been showing me so much. I am more than just a messenger. I am certain at this point. And now after I saw that video, that movie, and I watched the end of it, and I did my research on the miracle of the sun, and everything those 70,000 people saw and talked about and is documented, and it really truly happened, is what is happening to me while I look into the sun. And I didn't know that. Come on now. Talk about it. Hear me out now. Come on, y'all. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. And I asked God. I prayed so hard. I've already prayed like 2 or 3 times today. I'm going to pray probably 3 or 4 times more because God is just so good. And all glory goes to God. I love him. He is my one true love. And I will never, ever veer from him. Ever. But how would I know? How would I know? How would the exact same thing that has happened to me starting that back in the beginning of June be the miracle of the sun from the Virgin Mary that appeared to these 3 beautiful, beautiful children back in, like I said, 104 years ago? I'm not going to know that. I had no idea. I didn't even know this movie existed. I just knew I was compelled to watch it. And I did. And then I prayed on it so hard this morning. And I said, God, do you want me to talk about this today? Do you want me to tell everybody? Do you want me to make a video and put this up on my channel? And he gave me all the signs. Like, I looked at the time, it added up to 11. I looked up out the window and a cardinal flew by. And, you know, and then like I'm praying, I'm asking questions, and I look up and then something else was like, it was like 11 or 11:01 or something. Like, guys, please. I mean, I can't I will never force anybody to do anything. I will never tell someone how to feel. I would never judge somebody for how they feel. We are humans at the end of the day. We have feelings. It is what it is. That's why we are the souls inside the human, because we're here to experience human life. Okay? But what I'm here to do is tell you what is happening to me, because God has chosen me. Oh, we got the cop here. God, look at that. He's going to drive around me. The cop has chosen me. Excuse me. Not the cop. The cop is probably like, what is she doing? The cop did not choose me. They choose to harass me. Seriously. It was so cornballs. Anyway, do I have tape on the back? Hold on. No, I'm not even going to put it up on here, because I'm not even going to give him the slightest reason to be like, are you recording me? No, we're not even doing none of that. We're talking about God right now. We're talking about the miracle of the sun. We're talking about what visions, what things are happening to me. Period. That's it. So God wanted me to make this video. God wanted me to tell everybody about this. Whether you believe it or not, I can't. I've still done my job, because I am articulating to y'all what is happening to me and the miracles that God is making miracles happen in my life so fast. And there's a couple things he's working on. He's been doing, and he started for me. I'm praying so hard that were against my odds. But he oh my God, so hard. He's making these miracles work for me so fast. But I'm not going to speak on them right now, because it's not time, because these things are still in play that are happening in my life. And after all this is done, I will most definitely, because I don't know the total outcome of what's about to happen. I just know what God is doing for me, and how he is literally performing miracles. And today, like this, miracle, all that, whatever I just did, all that. So with that being said, I'm sitting in a Kroger parking lot, and I got cops circling me, because what am I doing? I'm preaching the word of the Lord. I'm giving examples of the Lord, how much I love him, and how I want I pray that everybody becomes a believer. And I'm smiling and I'm laughing. There is no drugs in my car. There are no drugs in my system. Blah, none of that. So go ahead and try to whatever they want to do to me, because this smile ain't going nowhere, because I have everlasting love and joy and happiness in my heart. And that will not go nowhere. So, with that being said, I love y'all. I'm going to pray. I pray for everybody. I love every single being in this world, human or not. Every single creation of Lord, good or not. I love you all so much. Whether you want it or not, you're getting it. You get prayed for every single day. Every single person, every single walk of life. Every single person going through any type of anything in this world. Just know I pray for you. And I pray with all of my heart and all my intentions. And I get so emotional, because it's so overwhelming how much I pray for y'all and how deep and true I am. And that's the truth. And if anybody else has looked into the sun and has the same experience as me, please share them with me, because I am dying to find true believers. I am dying to find real people in this world that are choose to walk righteously, and not know that they're not going crazy because they have similar situations going on with them. Okay, with that being said, I love y'all. I'm out.